You guys watching for fire? I am. After that last episode. All right, we're going to show you what we got here. I cut out a long metal strip, roughly 11/16 inch wide, and it was pretty long and curly since I used the 10 snips. And I got to thinking to myself, man, I tell you what, a plasma cutter is probably near in the future. Well, anyway, so it was pretty ungainly, so I ended up cutting it into two pieces, and they're the right length, they're the right shape. They will go under here and do a reinforcement, and it stops over there at the junction of the corner, stops over here approximately in the middle, and we'll spot weld this underneath. It's a little ungainly with one hand, but you get the point. Any overhang here is really unimportant. I may trim it off with the 10 snips after I spot weld it to the car, or I may just leave it alone. The top cover will cover it all up anyway, so it just won't matter. This is purely reinforcement. This is not cosmetic in any way, because this piece is really, really thin. So I just got through using the brass brush there, and I knocked the paint off the underside of this so that we can spot weld our reinforcement strips here. The next step will be to, we're going to do a metal prep on these little strips here, so that'll take a little while. That's pretty boring and mundane stuff. Once the metal prep is done, we'll do a weld through primer application under here and on the tops of these, and then we'll spot weld those into place. So I guess up next, probably a little welding action is in order, so you guys stay tuned for that. We'll be right back. All right, so we got our two little strips here, just clamped in place on the underside of the framework there. You can see the divide right there. Again, I had to cut it into two different pieces. It was just really long and narrow and ungainly, and well, to be honest, the shape didn't come out quite right. So hey, you know what? Did the best I could. I've got to get a plasma cutter. That's just all there is to it. I recently came into some cash. Wonder where that came from. Maybe we'll just get us a plasma cutter before too long. We got a little overhang here, but that's okay. If I need to, I can just trim it a little bit after we do the welding. This is just to firm this up, because this metal right here is really thin. It's too thin for my comfort level. So I'm gonna go ahead and get busy and spot weld this bit here into place, and so we can move on with the rest of the project. So let me go ahead and tack this thing up permanently. All right, I think we got things squared away now. We should be able to carry on. And I think I'm gonna go right there in the corner first thing. The chain hoist support here is really helping quite a bit, so let's see how well this works. All right, spot weld number one, we're going to do right here near the end. Give us a good clamp here. And we got nothing. Now that's because it's not plugged in. We have to have electricity. Yes, sir, Bob, we got to have some electricity. No, just kidding. Just kidding. That was pretty funny, wasn't it? Not really. Okay, steady. All right, I did a really, really, really quick one there. Move that clamp down a little bit. And I think we're going to go about every inch, inch and a half, something like that. Yeah, I'm digging that. So I guess we can take that off. Check out our geometry there. I think we're good to go. I think we could just have at it. You guys watching for fire? I am. After that last episode. A little too aggressive. Let's try again. I think we blew a hole in it, but holy cow, we got a little too aggressive there. I told you this metal here on this top, man, it's really thin. So we gotta be careful. So we're just gonna give it a little tickle. Yeah, there we go. Gotta give it a little tickle. You know, let's do something about the chains. Just a tickle now. Nope, not connected. Not connected. We need some clampage. The two pieces of metal aren't. Now keep in mind, these two pieces of metal have been ground smooth. They've had metal prep on them. And they've got weld through primer on them, okay? But if they're warped a little bit and they're not connecting, you're not gonna get a weld. Well, that's a tough one there. I'll tell you what, let's move on to a different spot. See what happens there. Okay, fine. Yeah. Let's try that. There we go. This 240 volt spot welder is strong, man. Fire! If you've got a clamp further up the line, right, so what you're doing is you're flattening the metal out as you go along. So if you've got a clamp further up the line, you're going to be building a ripple. So you got to remember to take your clamps off to let the metal flap or flop, and then it'll smooth out and you can get a good spot weld. So that being said, I can guarantee you that the next spot weld will be perfectly successful with no issues whatsoever. See there? Whew, I'm glad I was right. It was a good guess, wasn't it? All right. All right, well, there's the driver's side is done, except for the one where we blew a hole right through it. It'll be okay. I'm gonna go back and do a couple on either side of that one area where I blew a hole in it. Yeah, that's gonna work out real well. It'll be a lot more solid. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the passenger side, and we'll show you what the results are when we're done. All right, we finished up the right-hand side, or the passenger side. So our theory about not clamping up here, up the line, that helped us quite a bit. So you get a couple going here, and as you go, remove the clamps, and eventually just take them all off, because the metal up the line needs some flexibility so that it lays flat against the base so that you can do the spot weld. So again, we've got some overhang on the outside, not an issue. I can trim that off with the tin snips to line it up if I really want to. I may end up doing that. I may leave it like it is. I don't know yet. So I was going to repair this little missing piece of metal right there, but you know what? I'm just not going to worry about it now. Now that we have the reinforcement on the bottom there. And the two remaining spots that I need to address are in these corners here. I made a cut right here to get this panel out, and I made a cut over there to get the panel out. What I'm going to need to do is stitch that up with the MIG welder on either side to fix that little cut that I made. Probably fill in these two little holes here. Maybe, maybe not. I may just leave them like they are. But I think the most immediate thing is to go ahead and stop right here and get the glass from over there, and we're going to lay it on here and do a test fit. Make sure she lines up with this piece of metal right here because the top panel will be spot welded against that. What I want to do is lay the glass in here, make sure I don't see any gaps, make sure I don't see any high spots. And of course, the only thing that's changed is this piece here. Of course, it shouldn't have changed. I did my best to maintain the curvature, but you never know. We may have to go outward or inward, you know, and how do you do that? Well, with a hammer. We're going to do a test fit. See how well we did, tweak it if we need to, and then after that, we'll take our top panel, lay it in over top, and we'll start to test fit it as well, because things have changed. You know, it's not going to fit right the first time. We're going to have to tweak it. Might have to bend it a little bit. It's still got some adhesive that's on the bottom of it. We got to take the rust off of the top panel. I think I'm going to do that with Evapor Rust. All right, folks, we're going to call this a video. Just a quickie for you today because I've got to get this thing back on the road. It's driving me crazy. I want to drive my 300 SD again. I appreciate you guys stopping by the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to be notified whenever I release a new 300 SD video, don't forget to click that little bell down there. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you're not getting notifications of my videos, by golly, click on the bell, man. But seriously, if you haven't subscribed already, man, I sure would appreciate it. It would help my channel out a whole bunch. All right, folks, take it easy. We'll see you real soon.